off now. And then we shall begin the game. So welcome in everyone over on the verticals as well. We're doing a new game of Project Hospital. We are going to work our way through the tutorials. Then we'll take on the campaign and sort of just see how long we can last. I'm a little bit... Honestly, I don't really know how we're going to go. It's a very in-depth game, but we'll see. Okay, can we see? We're good. We're fine. Now, I'm just going to turn off my previews. Just to save on CPU a wee bit. And I think we're golden then. I need 3 screens at this point. All right, let's go. Let's go. I love the music, I have to say. The intro music is an absolute banger. Very impressed. Now that we're in the game, I'm going to turn it up just a bit. It's just the music in the start that's a little bit intense. Let's just turn that up halfway. Okay. 3 isn't enough. Hello, Wishy, what's going on? Now, can you hear that? We want a bit of music because it's actually beautiful music in this game. Hi, boss. Thanks for coming back to help us. We know you had your reasons for retirement, but we can really use someone with your talents. We know you were good at diagnosing patients. Stop it. We're having some staff issues at the clinic. Can you help us with a few patients? Don't worry, I'll remind you how everything works. Thank God. Chillin' sounds nice. That's what I'm hoping to do. We're going to have a chill stream tonight. That's the vibe. Let's have a closer look to see what's going on. Pan the camera, hold it down, all those things. That makes sense. Now, we have walls. So at the moment, we're looking at the outside walls. We can turn them off completely, or we can have them partially on. Now, this is as far in as we can zoom. Very, very detailed. We're going to select the patient who is waiting. This is Jennifer Cole. This is the patient's card. We get all the important information we need from here. And then as we go, there'll be the last 8 patients that we've treated or that we've seen will appear on the right. If we click the portrait, it will center on them. So when we have a number of patients, that's how we know where they are. You can choose who's responsible for your patient. You can either let your staff take care of them, or you can take over directly. So that's these buttons here. The tutorial is taking us through as if we're basically controlling this diagnosis process. The upper part of the card shows you the patient's personal data. So female, 40, accountant, uninsured. They'd be out straight away probably, wouldn't they, if this was based on the US system. The panel with the stars on the right shows their needs and satisfaction levels. And then they have perks and quirks as well. Some of them do anyway. Now, underneath, we have all of the possible diagnoses that match the known symptoms, ordered by most to least probable. Then we have our symptoms panel. So we have sneezing, nasal congestion, and fatigue. Now, Brooke is the doctor who would be assigned to the patient if we weren't going to do it ourselves. Hello, Catman. What's going on? Hello, Running. Lovely to see your faces. How are you both? Oh, and look, no, it's going to be fine. For a medical professional like me, it's just going to feel totally chill. Honestly, the skill level is going to be mind-blowing. Okay. Now, underneath here, we have some different examinations we can do to find these hidden symptoms. So we're going to do a skin allergy test. You hear that? I like the noise it makes when it's simulating talking. It's like, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's watch it. So the skin allergy test. Hello, Tommy. What's going on? Yeah, that'll be fine, Wishy. There'll be no problems associated with that at all. So a skin allergy test, what we're doing here, we're injecting small amounts of different allergen extracts into the skin. So it's like a human pincushion situation. That would be a very annoying test, wouldn't it? That's what we're doing. We're just pricking their arm over and over again. You'd be really over it. Alright, close back on. Close back on. What have we learned? from our little allergy test. So this is supposed to be extremely realistic. I think a lot of the processes are very much based on real life things. So we've done the procedure. It was a skin allergy test and we need to, they've got hay fever. They've come to the hospital with bloody hay fever. No more horizontal stream. Yeah, I am on both. Well, I should be. I should be. Is anyone else watching, is anyone watching on YouTube landscape at the moment? Okay, hay fever. Lovely. Now we have to do an actual treatment for hay fever. So what it's saying is we want some antihistamines. So we'll do these. That is going to be one happy patient, one non-sneezing patient. So now we have a second one we need to do as part of our little tutorial. This is Lisa Moore, female, 31, accountant. Everyone's an accountant. Okay. We need an x-ray room and a technologist because this person has got muscle weakness and back pain. So what it's saying is we don't currently have those, but it's going to just put them in for us for the purposes of the tutorial. Okay, so in this back corner, we now have an x-ray room. So if we open the patient's card, we can go here. We want them to have an x-ray on their back. Lovely. I'm live everywhere. Thank you, Wishy. Thank you for confirming. I'm live everywhere. I'm everywhere. Everywhere you look. Now let's increase the game speed. This is the X-ray process. Wow, this would have been such an overwhelming game to make. So we have a new symptom, scoliotic findings. Ooh. So for scoliotic findings, it's prescribing exercise. So we'll go exercise. And hopefully, as if we're just giving her exercise as the answer. Wow. Okay, so now we need to treat 4 patients to pass the rest of this tutorial. So let's speed it up a wee bit. We have some patients in our little waiting room. Oh, we have a toilet. And we have a snack machine as well. Beautiful. I love the music. Can you hear the music? It should be a good level. It's a really good part of the game. Oh, how good was Theme Hospital though? That is such an amazing classic game. 2 Point is obviously really good as well, but Theme Hospital, OG. So what we're going to do here, we're working through, I think, 3 different tutorials before we begin the campaign. And I would say that the tutorials are very necessary. Okay, there we go. We've done our 4 diagnoses. Now, in tutorial 2, we're going to learn how to build some rooms, which is going to be quite important as well. Building rooms, and I think also hiring people. Oh, theme park. I think it was theme park and theme hospital. I think were Bullfrog Studio or something like that. Theme park was amazing. Okay, so we have some blank land here. We want to go to the build mode and we want to lay down a foundation. So let's just zoom in a little bit. I loved theme park, and you could walk through the park and try the rides. Do you remember that? That was so good. So this needs to be at least 20 by 20. So 2, 4, 6, 8. You can tell I played it quite a lot. 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's just go. Oh, no, don't you dare do that to me. Oh, you can actually see it. Oh, there's a counter on it. Look at this. We don't have to do it the loser way. There's a little counter on it telling us how big it is. A bit bigger. Just go a little bigger. And a bit more on that side as well. That dialogue box is actually in the way. Is that big enough? How big does it need to be? Okay, lovely. Let's just line that up a bit. Otherwise, that's going to give us all a twitch. All right, beautiful. Now, there's 5 main categories. We do the foundation, the construction, the doors and the windows, the objects, and then there's prefabs as well. So, we're going to design a little floor plan, and we're starting with an emergency department, which is probably a really good place to start. We go to management mode, and it's going to tell us the rooms that we need. Oh, I see. That's all right, running. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, man. That's me. Now we need a doctor's office. So let's go to the build menu. Because we're still learning, let's just do the prefabs. I remember they had prefabs, so you didn't have to place all the items yourself. Let's do that. So we can choose what kind of doctor's office we want. Let's just have a nice simple one to start with, because I think they'll get more expensive. This one's 4,000. Let's have it so that, how can we rotate? There we go. That's how we rotate. We'll have it so that the doctor's office is the first port of call. So if we have like the entrance to the hospital in this bottom corner where the crossings are, this could be there, right? Then we need a waiting room for it as well, which is probably just general hospital. We can do a 9x4 or we can do a 6x6. Let's just see what they look like. 6x6 is like a round, like a square, which I think I'm quite keen on actually. Or should we try this long one? The long one's a little bit... it kind of takes up less space in a way. Maybe we could put that along the wall here. See how this works out, right? Now we also need a restroom so that everyone can go to the toilet. I haven't played Roller Coaster Tycoon actually. I never really got super excited over roller coaster games. I did see that. I don't know much about it though. Do you think it would be worthwhile? Because I bet it's not a cheap DLC, you know. I've got House Flipper 2 and I really like it. But I probably haven't played enough of it to justify buying, you know, DLC content for it just yet. So here's our restroom. We want the toilets to be quite conveniently placed. Should we turn the walls on so I can sort of see what it's looking like with walls? The toilet could maybe go... If we put it, when I do like games like 2 Point, I like to have the toilets quite close to waiting areas and stuff so that people aren't going back and forth all over the place. Hello, Sibby. It's happening. Can you believe it? I had this really weird urge to do some throwback games and I thought, well, this is the biggest throwback that exists. Are you getting the shutters? Now we need to build some walls. See, because what's happening is when the walls are on, they just look like this, as if you were actually constructing something for real. So let's pick the design of wall that we'd like. See what they look like. It's going to be fine to me. I've got lots of simulator experience under my belt now. Oh, hang on, we have to drag it. I don't know if I like that white tile. Don't you think that's a bit too hospital-y? It's 1950, still thinking whether or not to get it. I wonder how good it is. Might wait for the reviews on it, you know. Oh, I like that. Let's go for a nice wood panel. Yes, yes, thank you for bringing that up to me. This is actually 50% off right now. There's a massive Steam sale, and this is 50% off. So it's pretty good. I like the wood paneling. I feel like that's just adding a little bit of much needed warmth to this. Now, there's no walls on the waiting room, but we can do that later if we want. So now, if we want to furnish the rooms, you click on the floor of the room. Let's just take those walls down again. Lost but found. I really want that one. I've got that on my wish list. It's like $7 or $8. I think that'd be fun. That'd be a really fun one. I think I'll enjoy that. Now, all of the mandatory furniture is already in here. Now, how can I rotate with the... Can I rotate with the mouse? Or do I have to use this? I have to use this. Let's just add something. Let's add like a little bit of greenery to it. Because I feel like the bathroom's kind of depressing, isn't it? And maybe we could put something on the wall as well. Like a... We're just practicing. An info board? Can we have an info board? What if we just move this around? Look at the walls for a minute so we can see. Give it a little rotate. Little info board, something that says like, don't leave the toilet without washing your hands first. Sim games, sim sales to stream. I love streaming a simmy. I do. Right, lovely. So, we need to hire a doctor to have a functional clinic. So, we're going to go into management mode, and over here, we've got a little icon for day and night shift. So, we want a general practitioner style doctor. Christopher is very, very highly rated in general medicine. He's a bit expensive. Or we can go for, although he's not too bad. We'll have Christopher for the day. Oh, how did you go with it, Simi? So now that we've put our day doctor on, the hospital is accepting patients, but we need a night one as well. So let's go for, I guess we'll have to get David. Nobody else is qualified enough, really. Lovely. So that's done. And over here we have all of these in-game tutorials if we are, you know, wanting to know how to do stuff. Then we've got, right, so down the bottom here we've got departments as well. So this is the emergency department we're working on. But the one next to it is radiology. So we can also put like a radiology room in as well to do another one. Used to control the commands, took a minute to work out the keyboard. Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, we're in radiology now. Okay, so should we put radiology like at the back, behind it? So if we get an x-ray room. Would you play this, Simi? Would this tickle your fancy, do you think? That is a very big room, this x-ray room, isn't it? Where should we put that? Maybe we'll put it over in the corner. I think you would like this. I think you're very detail-oriented, and this would just scratch your itches. Now, we also want a waiting room. It has to have its own waiting room as well for radiology. So, go to the General tab, and maybe we'll have a square waiting room for radiology. New anno? I don't even know what that is. What's all that about? This is the issue with Jurassic World. Too detail-oriented. Is that what you're saying? It was all too much. What else do we need here? We need our staff. We need specialised staff in radiology for this. So, who do we have? We have David with 38%, $418. And we also need a night shift worker. So we might go for Judy at night. Judy at night. Lovely. So now we just need to treat some patients. How do we close out of the... Oh, we need to go back to this. Okay, beautiful. So let's just speed it up a wee bit. If I wanted to put some floor down, how do we do that? Let's have a look at the floor options. What do we have here? Oh, hardwood flooring. That's very fancy for a hospital, isn't it? Hang on, how is anyone even getting in the hospital, though? I don't even have doors, do I? Oh, they're working it out. Yeah. It's just a good old-fashioned open-plan hospital. That's beautiful. It's like open-air theatre. But open-air hospital, you can have your appendicitis cured while looking at the stars. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, there's a lot of people in here. The external walls, but they should be... Hello, Pato, what's happening? They should be showing, though. Because I've got the walls on. Maybe there's another mode for that. We haven't talked about that yet. Oh, hang on. Floor up, floor down. We haven't learned about external walls yet. So that's how you do the floor. Over in build mode, we can put a nice little bit of hardwood flooring in. As if a hospital would have hardwood flooring. And then we have our other walls here that we can decorate as we see fit. Everyone's got that nervous waiting room look, don't they? How fast does it go? It goes quite fast, doesn't it? This is our little GP's office. Calling another patient in, and we can watch to see what's going on. So Paul Jackson's got a wee bit of elbow pain. Just a wee bit. We can watch it happen and let the doctor handle it. He had golfer's elbow. We can take over at any time if we think that's the way to go. I can't really see there being that many scenarios like where you're going to want to take over yourself though in a busy hospital. They seem to be doing a fairly good job. I'm paying them the big bucks after all. Are they having a skin allergy test? Or they're having a nasal cavity inspection. Ooh. They've had all sorts of stuff going on. They've got sinusitis. We've given them some saline nasal spray. There's no secrets here, is there? Patient confidentiality is not our strong point. Every treatment is broadcast live on the internet. Even when you go to the toilet. The toilet's got a nice little open air feel as well. Okay, now there's one more category. Oh, the prefabs. We've already done that. So this is the prefabs one we were using. I would much rather use a prefab because I don't really want to have to place all of these little individual bits of furniture at this early stage of the game. So I'm quite happy to not do that. Choose any of the prefabs and place into an unoccupied area in the clinic. All right, well, let's go for a... Oh, I'll just put a corridor in, I suppose. Oh my god. The corridor is massive. Look at that. I hope you can override those floors. Because now it looks like a patchwork quilt in here. It's as easy as riding a bike, apparently. So that's tutorial 2. And now tutorial 3, the final tutorial. Learn the rules of hospital management and get acquainted with the hospitalization process. Remember the music, Simi? Absolute banger. With all the diagnostics and building out of the way, you have one more talent that might also need a little refreshment. So hospital management. Unfortunately, we're going to go to department management mode. Look at this. This is a bustling little hospital. All the chairs. It's all very tight, isn't it? They've structured it so that they're putting the rooms in rows with a little waiting area in between. So this is showing us all of the rooms, what they're for, and the staff that are assigned in them. We can choose who the chief doctor is going to be. Be careful with the selection. It can have a big effect on the overall productivity. Grade out portraits of doctors from the other shift, but they can also be selected. Certainty level is an important setting for diagnostics at each department. Determines how careful the doctors are when selecting a final diagnosis. Workspaces consist of a desk, a chair, and a PC. When put together correctly, a panel shows up for each of them in management mode, with day and night. Okay, lovely. So let's have a look at any empty workspace. Now this is general practice that I've clicked on. So let's go for a doctor that has that little general medicine symbol. If we're not happy with the candidates, we can press this button. Oh no, that's how we get hidden perks. Ah, so there's a little hiring agency. We can spend $2,500 to get new candidates, or we spend $1,000 to reveal their hidden perks, which could be either good or bad, I suppose. So we're going to get Rachel Thomas for the empty shift. And then let's have a closer look at the staff. Open a card for anyone that you've got. So this is Jane. Jane's currently at home because Jane is rostered for the night shift. So they're an intern at the moment. So 2.5 stars is the satisfaction level of them with their employment. And then they have their other needs like hunger, thirst, toilet, all that kind of stuff as well. And then some of the perks are displayed. So early bird works more efficiently during the day. This is the kind of employee you'd have on day shift rather than night. She is currently rostered for night shift, I think. Long commute, so often late for work. And one hidden perk that you have to pay money to unlock. Very detailed. Very good. So specializations give the opportunity to work at certain departments. So if they could do X-ray or something like that, that makes sense. Then they have allowed roles where we can control the tasks they're allowed to perform. Makes sense. Now, open the hospital management card. So that's down here in the bottom corner. It's a little ambulance symbol. And this shows us department statistics, insurance, ambulances, budget, and statistics. Right. So, the department statistics is sort of showing the workloads, the staff satisfaction, patients as well. It's just a general overview, basically. Insurance is not really talking about right now. Right. Switch to the department management and select general surgery. So these are all the different departments down here. We want the surgeon's mask. General surgery. Check the panel on the right to see which room is missing at the general surgery department and build it. Rooms with red numbers are mandatory. Right. So we are missing an HDU, which is a high dependency unit for higher level medical care. You need a doctor and a nurse for those. So let's put an HDU in, and it needs to be in the surgery part, which I'm assuming is where I am right now, because there's the ward. So maybe I can pop it in this little spare area here. We get an HDU. Let's look at the prefab for surgery. And we'll get high dependency unit. Maybe get a long one. Will that fit? Oh, that'll fit beautifully. Look at that. But let's try and line up the door with the other door. Lovely. Now we can hire a surgeon for the day shift. So we'll go... How do you do that again? Hover over the professions on the checklist. Surgeons. There'll be a matching button in the hiring card. Oh, but shouldn't we be getting a, shouldn't I have a little symbol of someone that I could assign to this room? It seems kind of weird, doesn't it? Hover over the professions on the checklist. Oh, there's a dress code. You can set what everyone's going to wear as well. Oh my god, that's wild. Right, okay. So how can I set the... Where's the workstation? Doesn't seem to be one. How are we gonna do that? Surgeons. So how can I get myself a surgeon without clicking the little thing? See how all these have a workspace? The room that I've just built doesn't have one. But maybe that's not where they go. There'll be a matching button in the hiring card. So where's the hiring card? Hiring card. I wonder if there's another way to get to it apart from the way that it was showing us before. Chief doctor? I wonder if it's the chief doctor that I need. Possibly. The excessive detail. But I've just built that though. It's a high dependency unit. And that's what I needed. But maybe I need to look at a different room then. Let's have a look around. Let's close this window. Close that window. How do I close it when the stupid thing's in front of it? Go into department management. Let's have a look. Maybe there's somewhere else I can do it. I don't know. How much is it after discount? Where can we put our surgeon then? There must be a room where the actual surgery happens. Is this the one? Is that the operating theatre? I think so. Hire staff. Kind of annoyed that I can't get rid of that window that's in the way there. General surgery. It says I need an operative surgeon. So hopefully that's done. Oh, it has to be oh, sorry. It's a day shift. It's in your library. You've got it already and you didn't even realize. Or have you just bought it? Did you already have it? Or have you just bought it now? Okay, sorry. We're looking at the on-call room. So the on-call room has a little doctor symbol on it. Gotcha. That's the on-call room over here. How do I get rid of this window? It's doing my head in. It's just it won't let me get rid of it. It's really, really annoying me. Okay. The on-call room. We want a surgeon for the day shift. So somebody with the right kind of skill. Medical surgery. No, it's different. I need a scalpel. Who can I hire? Where are they all? Where's all the regular surgeons? I hired a surgeon before, but I put them in a different room. What if I could reallocate them? What if I want to reallocate someone from someone I've already got? You bought it in 2018. That's when it came out. It actually came out in 2018, so you bought it when it was brand new. I played it for the first time when, in 2020, I think it was. It would have been 2020. Can I reassign someone? Because I have one. Like, I have a surgeon here. Can I reassign you? That would be good. Kind of seems like I can't. You remember it well in 2020. That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Assign employee to workspace. I figured it out. Okay, good. Going to assign you over here. No? I have way too many windows open. I can't put you there, apparently. Where can I put you then? What? Why can't I do this? Hire a surgeon for the day shift in the on-call room. Why am I getting the don't argue noise? Am I in the wrong menu? Possibly. Ah. It's not showing me any surgeons. It's costing me 2,500 every time I try and refresh it as well. Buying games and never playing them. Yeah. I know. And I think it's because they have so many sales as well. So you always feel like you need to make the most of them. And then you never get around to playing all the games. Can I please have a surgeon? It's the one thing that it's not giving me. Well, looking at it here, it's saying, oh shit, that's the nurse's station. That's the nurse's station. Oh, this must be the one I want. It's all covered. It's all covered up. This is the on-call room. Right. Right. So now I can get a surgeon for this one. Nancy. Oh! Thanks, Timmy. Okay. Now, can we move this? Oh, we can drag and move it. Okay, it's all coming together. It's a bit of a learning curve. Look, it's a tricky game. What did you buy? What did you get? Hello, is it Rainio? Welcome in. This is Project Hospital. We're just doing the final... There's 3 tutorials. We're doing the last one. It's so involved. So we have an emergency. Karen Adams has a penetrated spleen rupture and liver laceration. Oh my god. Okay. So we're going to get the doctor to take... Oh no, I'm going to bring them under my care. Oh no, I'm responsible now. It's penetrated spleen rupture. Whatever that means. Okay, so we're going to follow the patient through the hospitalization process. Okay. They get admitted for observation when there's no clear diagnosis. Once the diagnosis is clear, they get treated and sent home or specialized. Okay. The trauma center is an essential unit for handling different types of traumas. The most critical cases go there. Right. So, let's try and figure out what's wrong. What's happening here. This is our responsibility. Now, they have 2 hidden symptoms. They've got hypovolemic shock. Blood pressure is too low. An open wound, blood loss, and an abdominal injury. Let's, what should we do? We'll do a physical examination. We'll just check. We'll just check to see what's going on. And then we need to get these 2 hidden symptoms to be revealed. So they've either got a penetrated spleen rupture or liver laceration. We don't know which one. We can do... What's a differential one? What's abdominal palpitation? Should we be doing that? We're going to palpitate the abdominals. I think that might have hurt. That doesn't sound fun, does it? If you have an abdominal injury. Alright, let's speed it up a bit and see what comes of the check. Oh, when they look for an alternative option. Right. So we still don't have any answers here, do we? So what if we take them for a fast assessment? It's an ultrasonography method. Alright, let's do that. We'll do the ultrasonography method. Ah. It's a severe hemorrhage. You've been watching a lot of House lately. You're going to be a handy person to have around then. Alright, we've unlocked another symptom here. Alright. Patient can't talk because they're too sick, so we can't interview. And there's a differential diagnosis as well. Here we go. It's a spleen rupture. It's a penetrated spleen rupture, and they're going to have to go for abdominal surgery. So that's what we're going to select. But apparently we can't do it. Why can't we do it? So the regular ward is for patients without life-threatening conditions. High dependency unit is for critical care. When they collapse, they go to ICU for life support. Intensive care is not only a hospitalization type, but also a standalone department. Right, so we need to move Karen from the emergency department. We need to take them over to surgery. Then they're going to go and have abdominal surgery. There we go. So we can follow their progress to see how this goes. Where's she gone? Oh, she's gone in the elevator. We have 2 floors at this hospital. Here she is. Hospitals work around the clock, and there's a few important times in the daily schedule. Doctors' rounds happen in the morning, when the doctors visit patients and order additional examinations. Nurses check them more regularly. They can notice dangerous symptoms and notify the doctors. They deliver meals and medicine. When everything goes horribly wrong, sometimes that happens even if you do everything right and patients die. You can turn death off in the options, but we're not going to do that. Okay, so now it says we have to suppress all high hazard symptoms. Well, there's blood all over the floor. So how do you suppress? So if something's pulsing, we need to take them for a blood transfusion as well. Because they've got such severe blood loss. They need to go for a transfusion. Oh, we just brought them here. What happened to Karen? Karen's an athlete. I think she's still in the elevator. I should have cleaners already. Although this is just the tutorial, so I haven't done any of the hiring yet. Okay, here she is. So she's coming in here for a blood transfusion. And I think that probably... Also a pressure bandage as well for the severe hemorrhage. That should sort her out. No problem. I know it looks a bit dramatic. I know I thought about cracking a joke, Wishy. Changed my mind. You did it for me. Now, if we don't deal with these flashing high hazard symptoms, they can collapse and die. So we already have that underway. Shit. Is she in surgery or is she dead? No, she's in surgery. It's absolutely fine. So surgery is happening. Okay. Oh, it's raining. Maybe it was pole vault. That's a dangerous athletic sport. Come on, Karen. You can do it. We believe in you. You can pull through this. I just saw the thumbs up. I think she's looking good. She's looking good. Still a bit of blood loss going on, though. Is anyone going to sort that out? Nobody's cleaned all the blood off the floor either. That's not a good look, is it, for a hospital? So where's she going now, then? She's going back to her room. Let's just speed it up a wee bit. Okay, so now she's back in the ward. There's blood on the wall as well. Oh, no, it's on the floor. Okay. She still has a severe hemorrhage. Oh, she's sorted out now. She's got her bandage on. Okay, lovely. The game's like, hopefully we've covered all the important aspects. Good luck. That's it. That's all the tutorial we have. So we're on our own now. Campaign 1. Can we lead this hospital out of debts? Oh no. They're in debt before we even start? It was. It sounded like death, didn't it? Hi boss, how was the refresher course? You did take it, right? We need all of your skills if we want to challenge Misfire Medical Company. We know you used to work for Misfire Medical and you helped them to become the best. Hello Julia, what's going on? Their greediness is what made you leave. And like you, we want to give people the best care possible. We're in a pickle with this hospital. Our manager took a huge loan from the bank and ran away with all the money. We suspect he was working for Misfire Medical. They just don't want us to succeed. If we aren't able to return the money to the bank, we have to close the hospital. We need you to do what you do best and help us fix the situation. Since you're new here, the bank will let you borrow some more money, but we suspect that it's in our best interest to borrow only if necessary. Boost income and patient intake by completing objectives for our friendly insurance company. It should make this easier. Another great way to boost money income, and prestige is to successfully complete events in a row, but failing them can have the opposite outcome. Now run off, you little scamp. Keep an eye on the bank and return money as often as possible. We can lower the interest this way. Yes, very good memory, Julia. This is the first game I ever streamed back in 2020. I thought we'd do a little throwback Tuesday, and I'm gonna do some random throwback streams here and there because there's some really, really good games that we've played in the past, and I'd like to play them again, including some co-op games as well that we're gonna have some fun with. So I'm really excited about my little throwback idea. Right. Now, we're looking at the outside at the moment, so if we want to look inside, we need to take these external walls off. This is a good start, isn't it? Imagine if I can't even get in the hospital. Okay, this is the top floor, right? And this is the bottom floor. So... No, we've got 3 floors. Holy crap, this is a 3-floor hospital. This is the ground floor. Let's just get acquainted with it before we start the clock here. It's a very, very jam-packed floor. Absolutely full. We have some little symbols on the departments so that we can see what they are. So that's the emergency one. Then on floor 2, also plants up here. It's a bit fancy, isn't it? Floor 2 looks like surgery and specialist services. And like a fancy ward as well. And then up here is where we have some room to add new stuff if we need to. So that's going to have to be on floor 3. Okay, lovely. Here we go. Here we go. So my bank balance is currently 100,000. We're in debt, so they say. So how can we look at our... Oh... we have a $160,000 loan, $1,600 daily interest. Ooh, we're going to have to pay some of that down pretty quickly, aren't we? So these are our objectives on the left here. We need to treat 10 patients per day as well. So shall we just sort of run it? Let's run it at a slightly faster speed and see if we run into any issues that we need to fix. We're going to have to take a look at the old financials as well. Where's the financials? We've got a profit and loss. What we got It's only showing us our bank loans. It's the insurance. The staff are a little bit depressed and bored. How can you be bored in a hospital? That makes no sense, does it? Now, what do we have here? We've got list of patients, list of staff, dress code, manage the surgeries, close departments. Okay, we don't want to do any of those things, so it's definitely not happening. All right. All right, let's see. Surely there's a profit and loss, though. Should be able to see if we're, you know, if we're ahead for the day. No, this one is real. So this is very much a real simulator. It doesn't have any made up stuff in it. And I think wherever possible, it's been modeled on a real hospital. I think I read that it's very much modeled on the American hospital system. So if you don't have insurance, you know, you're fucked. No free healthcare. Okay, so because we're brand new here, we don't really know what needs fixing yet. No. There's no lightheadedness with a light bulb head. There's no bloaty head. Emergency patients arriving with bloaty head. We have no sassy receptionist either, do we? That's a bit of a shame. I like the sassy receptionist. Okay, so old William Adams. They don't know what's wrong with William. Let's see what we can do. Let's work our magic here. So 54, office clerk. A little bit of elbow pain. We can give them some analgesics, but we still have a hidden symptom. We don't know if it's tennis elbow. My posh one. I need a door bitch one. Well, I am currently hiring. Do you know anybody, Wiley? It's either cubital tunnel syndrome or tennis elbow. So, can we take them? They can't go for an MRI because we don't have a technologist. Now, do we have an MRI room though? How can we see what rooms we've currently got? What if I went to, what's the symbol for MRI? MRI. Let's have a look at the map actually. It's like a tube. We need to go into management mode. We're looking for an MRI room. I don't know if they've even built one yet or not. Analgesic. The Catman. Okay, it's not on this floor. Let's check the next floor. I don't think so. We might need to build one. We should build an MRI. Because we're going to keep hitting, you know, hitting a brick wall, aren't we? Yeah, let's build one. Let's spend some money straight away. So we'll go in build mode and let's have a look at prefab. And we want to look at, well, what area would it be in? Radiology? MRI. Here we go. So, what does an MRI room look like? It's not too big. I don't know what these rooms are. They're all duplicated, aren't they? Where should we put the MRI? Maybe we should make a separate area for it. Or maybe that's a bad idea. Let's put it in here. We're going to put our MRI there. We're just going to slot it in. There's some chairs and stuff people can wait on. This area also... Oh, it has a toilet. It has a toilet already, so that's okay. Very good. That cost me $60,000 to put that in then, by the way, just quietly. I only have 100,000. Now we need to hire somebody with the right skills to work in this room as well, day and night. Now, what's the symbol that we need for an MRI room? Just radiology. Is that okay? No, it's quite expensive to me. Who would have thought? Just for a cheeky little MRI machine. Okay, we need a night one as well. We'll get Casey to do the night shift. It does look like a toilet roll, actually. So now that we've done that, that's a fully functional room. So I can send him for an MRI. And I'm going to charge $60,000 for the treatment so that I can make my money back on the room as well. That's only fair, isn't it? So, let's follow his progress. Where is he? Going to the chair. Chair. That sounds ominous, doesn't it? Going to the chair. It's being called. There he is. This is William. He's going for an MRI. He might just have tennis elbow. This is based on the American healthcare system. So if you don't have insurance, you get turfed out with the eject button. I hope you have insurance, right? You've seen that one with The Simpsons. That tube comes down over Marge. Okay, he's got tennis elbow. We now know, thanks to our fancy pants machine, it's a case of tennis elbow and you need proliferation therapy, which is, what is that? Injection-based therapy for chronic musculoskeletal conditions. So hopefully we have that room, otherwise that's going to be Orkies. It's going to be the most expensive patient ever. Let's follow him around. He's fulfilling his needs. He's having a crap first. Then he'll go get his elbow sorted out. There's no privacy for you, William, my friend. Okay. Oh, great. So when we do these objectives on the left-hand side, we're going to get money, which we desperately need. So because 10 patients were treated, we got a $20,000 government grant. Now, we also want 65% prestige by the end of the day. How do we set it so that it just automatically follows them without me having to keep centering the camera? These are legs. Oh, he's happy now. Is he all sorted? I think we've sorted his problem. Oh, you're welcome. You are very welcome. So how can we get more prestigious? Don't kill anybody. Don't kill anyone. Don't let anybody wee on the floor. Maybe we should put some plants in. I think there's more plantage required, actually. Let's see what we can put in. We don't have to go crazy spending too much money. What do we have here? Oh, there's little flowers as well. I quite like these. Let's just, you know, tart up the place a little bit. What's $700 dues? Let's put some of these around just to cheer everybody up. Plants always cheer people up, don't they? Just on the corners and stuff. Maybe have that there. We need to make sure that people aren't... oh, we only charged $700. That was about $60,000 too low. Lovely. And we want to make sure that there's enough seating for everyone. We don't want to see anybody having to stand. I wonder if changing the floor adds prestige as well. Because it's very hospital-y at the moment, isn't it? You know, can we... What do the walls look like? Oh, I see. I've gone for like an orange and white aesthetic. This whole place looks like a sherbet orange. Is that supposed to be calming? Anybody know? Is orange one of those colours that's supposed to make people feel, you know, like they're not going to die? Okay, what's my current prestige level? Oh, here we go. How do I know? You doubt it. I wonder what colour. You probably want green, really, don't you? How do I know how prestigious we are? Let's have a look at my statistics here. I have an annoyed and depressed staff member. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with them? Here's my budget. We've really got to start paying that loan down. That's terrifying, isn't it? How much can you pay it down by at a time? $20,000 increments. Can't I just pay like $500 off? We can't be having $1,600 interest a day. It's serious, isn't it? Let's pay off some tomorrow. I need to make some decisions about painting this house. This is a good time to talk about colours. A lot of the walls in the house are just neutral, which I was really pleased about. on moving in, because there's just lots of just plain white walls, and that's how I wanted it, so that I could paint it, but I don't know what colors to go for. I was half considering like a really nice green for some walls. Like kind of with like a really like chill, you've had a stressful day, why not unwind in the lounge room kind of vibe. How do I know if we're becoming more prestigious? I suppose we automatically do by just, you know, curing people, don't we? Let's just oversee things. An accent wall. What's your favorite kind of accent wall, Wiley? What do you think the most pretentious accent wall actually is? I've never asked that question before in my life. So what are these rooms? What are these? They almost look like, they don't look like regular X-ray. It looks like something else. The one where they paint, please don't let on that you can tell I'm a... that you can tell I'm a flog. Oh, that's my favorite, Wiley. Okay, so it's showing me my workload statistics. We have 6 idle rooms. Do we? Do we indeed? So how can I tell which rooms are idle? Maybe we could get rid of some of these rooms. That might be a great way to solve our debt problem. So these ones here, if I go to management mode, it looks like a fish carcass. What's that? What's the fish carcass room? How can we find that out? It's an X-ray style room. It's a radiology room. Oh, here we go. Oh, it is an X-ray room, actually. I thought the X-ray was a larger room. So I've got 2 X-rays. And maybe we don't need that. Because if we were to get rid of one, that would save a lot of money. Actually. Tempting. How much money do we have now? 53,000. I'm going to keep an eye on those. Because we could sell one. We've brought an MRI machine in instead. So that could possibly take the load off of one of them anyway. You know what? I think we will. Let's just see. Let's do it. How do we sell a room? What if we fire our technologist, our daytime technologist, because we're getting rid of the room? How do you do that? Dismiss. Now for the room itself, there's a demolish button. Can't I sell stuff though? Remove the objects and keep the walls intact. Is that going to automatically sell everything? This could go badly, to be fair. Oh, it has. Oh, a pretty penny's worth as well. So if we make sure we've sold everything that's inside the room, then can we demolish? You may not need to sell first, truth be told. It may do that automatically when you demolish. How do you do this? We have to get rid of the walls. Uh-oh. I don't know about this. It never talked about getting rid of rooms you don't want. Bulldoze walls and objects. Oh god, okay. It still kind of has the marker there as if it's still a room though. What are those windows for? What are they connected to? Oh no, it's okay. We have gotten rid of it. It's just got like the floor remains on there. I may have removed a bit of a wall from that room as well, which I didn't mean to do. That's a bit orkies. Oh no, that's the door. Right, that's fine. Right, it's like a rabbit warren in here. Oh no, it's not fine. There's a wall missing. The door's actually closed. Okay, let's pop a little wall in there. Let's just calm down, everyone. We'll get a wall, and I need it to have that that grey tile on it. Do we have that? Is that an option or no? I'm not seeing it on my little list. What if we just make it a nice plain wall? Like a nice white wall. That's fine. That'll do the job. Excellent. So now the room is actually sealed, which is nice for patients' privacy, I feel. And we have now got $70,000 because we have decommissioned a room that I don't really think we needed right now. Now, what else do we have? It's fine, Simi. I just made a nice plain wall. What's wrong with that? So it looks like you can make all of these interior corridors and you can put little glass doors in them as well. It's a bit fancy, isn't it? That looks like a staff room. We have... What are these? What's this room? Oh, that's a very large... I wonder if that's the high dependency room. What would this be? What are my little areas down here? That's the intensive care unit. I think we probably need that. I might leave that one alone. Intensive care unit is a goer. And this is our ground floor. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on these little notifications that we're getting when it's talking about workloads of rooms, all this kind of stuff. We have 4 of these, whatever these are. That's an emergency department room. What is it? What's the symbol? It's got a little... What is that? It's a blue room. What is that room type? I know it's the emergency department. I don't know what the actual room is. Something happened. Oh, okay. We got 25,000 because we reached 65% prestige. It must have been the sell-off of the X-ray machine. It made headlines. Okay, lovely. So what we'll do, first port of call for the day. Let's pay off some of our loan. That's going to be very satisfying. You have to do it $20,000 at a time. I just think it's emergency diagnosis. Maybe it's a different room type that you can put into the emergency department. Maybe that's why I couldn't see it. There we go. So now our daily interest is 1,400. It wants us to open a general surgery department clinic. So, general surgery department. So this is the department tab down here. We have nothing at all, so it would make sense to put it on the top floor where I've got some space. Now for this department, we need 4 rooms minimum. We may as well use this nice blank area that we've got over here. Why am I looking at this really weird view right now? I'm finding that kind of annoying. We need a waiting room, a general surgery office, reception, and a cleaning closet. It also has shared rooms that you can use for it as a optional extra. Let's do the general surgery office first. We'll use a prefab. And we'll keep it quite small. Because, you know, cost cutting and that. And we'll pop it in the corner. Like so. We also need... It needs to have its own waiting room and its own reception as well. So the waiting room is a general room. We can have like a long shape. We can go for a square. I kind of like the square. It's a bit neater. Then we also need a reception, which should just be like a general room. So reception we can also have in a square shape. seems like overkill having this many chairs here like this. What if we have reception so that it faces this way? Like that. We're going to open up the wall across from it as well. And you're just going to walk in and see reception. Then you got the waiting room and you have the very tiny little pokey room at the end. And we need a cleaning closet as well. So is that a general? Cleaning. Where would we find a cleaning closet in this place? You'd think it would just be like a little pokey hole. Why isn't it just a general room? It's just a surgery specific thing, apparently. But I can't find it. Oh, here it is. There's the cleaning closet. So that's surgery specific. Hello, Vlani. How you doing? Custard creams, if you're lucky, Simmy. Only if you're lucky. My God, don't hand them out willy-nilly. Right. Oh, I didn't mean to put it there like that. Can I move it? It's away from the wall. I should leave it like that just to annoy Simmy, actually. Can you move it? Yeah, you can. Move all of that. Uh-oh. Shit. I think I've just moved an exterior wall. I didn't know that was possible, to be fair. I didn't know you could do that. Oh no, you've had an operation. Oh, and you've got a Steam Deck. Oh, good news and bad news. I hope you're recovering all right, Lani. I'm very chuffed to hear that you've got yourself a Steam Deck. We were talking about this the other night. You were still contemplating whether you were going to get one or not. I've made a right mess of that. I don't know what happened there. Right. Yeah, the chi is amazing. It is. MM69. It's been a minute. And now it's even worse. It's alright. We'll fix it. It's going to be absolutely fine. It's just a little hiccup. That's all this is. It's kind of hard to fully see. Oh, it looks even... You know what? Can we just undo the last 69 actions that we've undertaken? No, we can't. We can't. You purchased it while high on pain meds. Oh, what a nice thing to have, though. To be fair, if you've been through surgery, what a nice thing to have to help with your recovery, though. That's great. What are you playing on it? What's the game of choice on the old Steam Deck? Okay, is that fine? It's left a little bit of a dodgy... Oh, I've got 2 doors now. I don't know why we've ended up with 2 doors. It almost looks like a trick, doesn't it? Oh, I love Dinkum. I haven't played Dinkum for ages. I've got it on Steam. Shit, how do we get rid of the door? Right, that's not better. Right, now we can put a wall in. It's fine. It's all part of the process. We should pop a wall there as well, to be fair, shouldn't we? Oh, is there no floor? Is that the outside? I think we need some foundation as well. That sound wasn't good, wasn't it? You're waiting for time to get some x-rays for upcoming surgery. Oh no. Everyone's going through surgery and we're playing a hospital game as well. Dinkum's a fantastic game. It's very relaxed. It's very chill. Might do that again soon, actually. I do like a bit of Dinkum. You know what? We'll leave that there. No one will notice. It's outside. It's fine. We'll turn it into a viewing platform at some point. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's absolutely fine. Right, very good. So now all we need are some qualified staff. We need some receptionists for the day and the night shift. So was that a receptionist / nurse we're looking for here? A nurse at reception. Okay, so we need the little bell symbol. Let's go for Jessica for daytime. We'll just half staff it for now. Why am I getting the... Why are you not letting me put a night one on? Maybe we need to staff it properly first. I don't know. We need... What do we need for this room? A doctor? A general surgery doctor would be a great place to start. Very good. So we've opened a general surgery department clinic. That rewards us with 20 more clinic patients per day, which is lovely. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, that's something. I know it's still not fun, but it's good when it's not something overly serious, of course. Great. Can we put them on at night as well? Why is it letting me staff it at night? Keep getting the big block on that one, but okay. That's fine. Very good. Now, what we'll do, it's looking a little fugly up here. So let's work on... oh, shit, hang on. Oh, there's the elevator. Right. We need to open up this internal part so that there's more than one way to get to this area, I think. So if we get our little bulldozer and we try and line it up, we want to take 2 squares out, don't we? Like that. And what if we pop in another one of those glass doors? However we do that. Let's have a look. A double glass door. I think that's the one we want, isn't it? How do we do that? Look too happy, does it? Oh, crap. It has to go on a wall. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a learning curve, isn't it? So that has to go on a wall. Double glass door. Right, so we'll line it up again. Actually, no, fuck it. Put it there like that. Now we've opened up. Now there's another elevator you can take to get through. So that's good. Should we have a different vibe up here? We've got a lot of blank walls. We can decide what we want it to look like. I think because this is the surgery area. Let's make it nice and calm.